Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm 14 years old, and this is my testimony. I grew up in a non-Christian home, and the first time I went into a church was when I was 13. That night when I first went, I didn't know what I was, but when I met Meg, she invited me to KAC Youth. As I started going to the youth and some of the services, I felt my desire to give my life to Jesus. During this time, I shared this desire with some of my friends, and they made me think differently when I told them. I told myself I didn't want to be baptized and that I didn't actually need God anymore. I began to distance myself from God and started to focus on my friends and fell into some bad habits with them. Through this time, I was still at youth and at the weekend services, but it just wasn't the same. I found myself feeling more sad and just not myself. But I still could feel God in the back of my head. A few months later, I needed a change, so I stopped hanging out with some friends and I began to lean more into God. And I focused on what He wanted for my life. I began reading the Bible and I went to youth and more of the services. And when I went, I was more myself and began feeling a lot more joy. I know this joy comes from God, and I am giving my life to Him and showing that through my baptism today. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, we have Taylor. Again, Taylor has Meg, her small group leader, joining her. It's just been great to see the two of you lean into faith together. And so I have the same two questions. Is Jesus your Lord and Savior?
Yes.
Awesome. And is it your desire to follow Him obediently for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, then, based on your confession faith, it is our privilege to baptize you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Amen.